All right, Shalom, Shalom. Without further ado, I'd like to give all glory and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Dash. Double honor to the elders, apostles that taught me the truth. Salutations to the brothers pushing the truth on the folk on the earth. Also the sisters in the quiet and meekness, confusion of faith and children. Shalom. And through all y'all, by Hashem, Yahushua, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. And this lesson about investing in our kids' conscience. All right, before our kids invest in America, which they're more likely to do nowadays. All right, they want to grow up and be these great athletes, the next Kobe Bryant, the next Barry Sanders or LeBron James, or Michael Vick, whatever have we. You know, our kids should know the laws first. All right, we teach them that they can do anything they set their mind to, and instead of setting their mind towards these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, sure indeed, they can go out and pursue things for good life, but that shouldn't be their number one priority, because 90% of the time they're going to go towards what America has to offer. All right, instead of teaching them the ways of the Most High, they're going to learn the ways of the world. All right, and you see nowadays in this captivity, they're growing up becoming homosexuals. All right, they don't have a problem with it. They're not following the dietary laws. You know, that's because we're not investing in Yahweh Shah into their conscience. All right, and this is pretty much beginning to a precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 24 and 16. The father shall not be put to death for children, neither shall the children be put to death for every man shall be put to death for his own sin. And that's the thing, your children are going to go out into the world and accumulate all of the sin, and it's going to be on his head. His blood is going to be upon his own head. All right, that's why you want to teach your kids to the best of their ability these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, because what they go out and do, you're not going to pay for it. They are. All right, it's bad enough you're responsible for your own sins and iniquities. Okay, that's our duty. These laws are our duty. Doesn't the scripture say that the law is the whole duty of man? All right, and that's how we want to raise our children nowadays. Instead of telling them you can do anything you set your mind to, training them to grow up to be wicked. Okay, and I'm getting into another precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and 20. So like Ezekiel chapter 18 and 20. Salakia. The soul that sinneth shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, and neither the father shall bear the iniquity of the son. Exactly. Okay? You're responsible for your own damn iniquity. And your son is responsible for his. And that goes for the girl, woman, you know, whatever have your gender. Okay? And I'm going to bring out another precept. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse 4. It's to go along with that. Though his father die, yet he is though he were not dead. Okay, I'm going to read it again. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse 4. Though his father die, he is as though were not dead, for he have left one behind that is like himself. Okay, he is though his father is dead, though it's like he's not dead, because of the seed he bring forth, to grow up to be just like the father, man. That's why you got to be, you know, humble. You got to be following the laws. Okay, you got to be a doer instead of hear the laws. All right, you got to you got to teach your kids to fear the Most High first, before anything. Fear before anything. Fear the Most High before anything. Yourself, and you teach that to your kids, because if not, the ways of the world you'll learn, your children are going to be a repeat. That's basically what it is. And this is Sirach chapter 30, verse 4. Though his father die, yet he is as though were not dead, because of you. You're just like him. For he have left one behind him that is like himself. And that's what you want. That's what you don't want, man. All right, or you go to prison. When you go to prison and you see a kid in prison, you know, that happens, man. Your child grow up and y'all sitting in the same damn penitentiary because he learned the ways just like you, man. Or you didn't invest these into your child's conscience. All right. And then go to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6. And these words which I commanded thee this day shall be in thy heart. All right. These commandments got to be in the heart, man. But you rest on Nate. Let's move on. This is verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house. Okay. And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou raisest up. In spite of what they do or where they go, they should know these laws, man. These laws are essential to Israelites. Okay? Teach our children, man, the ways of the Most High. Okay? And I'm going to go to Proverbs 22. This is Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way should go. And read again, Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Okay, you train up a child in the way he should go. However you raise your child, whatever you embed his mind, tell him he can do anything he set his mind to, or whatever have we. He's going to believe that. That's how he's going to grow. He's going to chase the world. Okay? You can be the next Vic. You can be the next Jordan. All right? And his first priority ought to be obedient. Okay? These laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? And when he is old, he will not depart from it. They won't depart from it. Whatever they desire first, that's what they're gonna. That's how they're gonna grow, man. That's why we gotta invest Yahweh Shem Shah into our children, the Most High into our children. Okay? From the time they get the chance, they begin to learn to use their brains. Okay? Now I'm gonna go to Ephesians chapter 6. This is Ephesians chapter 6. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Okay, obey your parents. Teach them to obey you, man. These children doing what the hell they want to do nowadays, man. Okay? They're finding ways and they have and got more money than we do nowadays. Money's a god to our children nowadays, and we got to lead them from that. Okay? Verse 2. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Honor your father and your mother. Honor them. Okay? Verse 3. That it may be well with thee, thou mightest live long on the earth. And I know my mom used to tell me, obey me, you'll live a long life. Disrespectful, you'll get cut short. You know, my father died at a young age, you know. So my mom had to play both parties. She invested somewhat in the Most High into me. I still got older somewhat. I went off and chased the world, but then, you know, it was in my blood to know who the Most High is, because she invested in my conscience, and I seek them diligently. Here I am now today, knowing Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay? Verse 4. And you, Father, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and motion of the Lord. Okay? Do not provoke them to the wrath. Alright? That means do not, and a lot of people do that, man. Push your children to be disrespectful, man. Put them in position to disrespect you. Okay? Keep pressuring them to dislike you. But bring them up in the nature of the motion of the Lord. Always keep the Lord in the conversation of your children, man. All right. Don't provoke them to be the rap to come up against you, but the ways of the Most High. All right. And I'm gonna go to Sirach 30 and 3. This is Sirach chapter 30 and 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friend shall rejoice of him. Okay. You teach your son his law, who the most high is. Okay, you teach your son to go against the grain, man. These laws of who the Lord is, to go against the enemy, man. And his friend while rejoicing, man. Alright. And I'm gonna go to Sirach 41. 41 and 13. This is Sirach 41 and 13. No, for Sirach 41 and 6. Salaki. The children, inheritance of sinners, children shall, Salaki, that's the wrong one. Sirach chapter 41 and 13. A good life hath but a few days, but a good name endureth forever. And that's what we gotta let them know, man. A good life is only for a few days, but a good name endureth forever. Okay? And that's what it should be targeting towards, man. A good name. Okay? And this is Sirach 41 and 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. All right, and that's where it's coming to being responsible for teaching you, raising your children, know who the Most High is first. Because the real approach that's going to approach them, they're going to go out and chase this world. And when misery and frustration comes down on them, or they see that people know things that they don't, or people just got the spirit and the knowledge, wisdom they don't, they're going to come to you. Damn, why we don't know this? What the deal is with you? Okay. They're going to complain. Okay. Invest the Lord in your children's conscience. Okay. With that being said, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, double honors to the elders that taught the truth, the salutations to the brothers pushing the truth and the folk on the earth. Also the sisters listening quiet and meekness, confusion in faces and children. Shalom. Okay. And like always, man, pray without ceasing, repent. Always ask for forgiveness, remain diligent and humble. Okay. And like always, like the mind of truth is a terrible thing to waste. Shalom Yasharallah.